Chat, 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 chat. Oh boy, do I have something in store today? I think. I hope. I actually have no idea how this is gonna go, but I picked up this thing. It's called House of Danger. Uh, if you're familiar with, choose your own story books, it's that, but a board game. Uh, I have a couple hours until work. I wanna play around. Because it can be played with uno person, just me, one, one. Um, and so yeah, went out, went out on a little morning ride. Got some iced coffee and a little bit of breakfast over here from everyone's favorite. And so I figure let's uh, let's have some fun with this. Have some breakfast, have some nice morning breakfast here on stream, and play chapter one because apparently this game is, well, it's basically a book. To my understanding, this is basically going to be a book, but a board game. And it's in apparently 5 chapters. So I figure if this is fun, I'll do 5 sessions, and we'll have some fun with it like this. But yeah, I'm really contemplating as to whether or not I want to close the blinds because the sunlight is blinding me. But we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. Yeah. I also I'm gonna put on some classical music. We're gonna see how quickly that gets the stream copyrighted. But a playlist of copyright-free classical music. What could go wrong? A lot could go wrong. Every single time I play something that says copyright-free, I get copyrighted. So if I could monetize anything, I would not make any money. But yeah. There won't be traditional face cam solely because it would look like this. Hi chat. I did some camera magic to Streamlabs to flip this around so that you can read along with me and be good to go. But yeah. I also have the instructions here next to me because I don't entirely know what I'm doing. This is going to be both a learning experience and hopefully a fun one for us all. So let's delve into it, shall we? The one thing I do know, I know starting off, is we flip this over for what is supposed to be 2 minutes and study for anything we might consider to be clues or key locations and such, so that we can kind of get some direction on our tasks here, or tasks on what we want to be doing. So this is a very strange image. Obviously we got kind of a whirlpool of water, sword sticking out of the middle, this funky fancy looking house, giant ice cube, frog, cluttered trash, lockers with ooze coming out of them, and then a net above us, and then grouchy grandma over here with what appear to be, I'm gonna call giant vats of mystery liquid. Man, I guess just take all that in. I mean, it's a lot to take in, but it's also not that much to take in, So, take note of that, I guess. We'll sit with it for a little, another I will do like 20 seconds. Then, I'll flip her back around and we'll get right into this. I don't know, so whatever this arching dial here is, like a locker dial. Alright, well, I'm gonna say that's time up. And then, I know, base settings, set this here, and this there. And now, yep, psychic mover, level 3, lowest 3 spot on the danger meter. 2 blue starter cards below the game board. This is the start of my inventory. Take the story cards and clues marked Chapter 1. Set them in separate decks. Pick a player to read the first story card. It'll be yours truly, of course. See story cards and clues on page 3. On the back of the story card, you will usually see 2 or more story choices. Story cards may also include optional or required challenges and challenge boosters on challenges and challenge boosters on their respective pages. After reading a story card, decide as a group on any story choice you want to make or challenges you want to take on. If there is no consequence, if there's no consensus, the current reader decides for the group. I will be making the decisions. So yeah, allow us to delve into Chapter 1. Okay, this is not fitting for the beginning of the story. Make that real quiet. Oh, excuse me, chat. It's a Tuesday morning in late June, and you wake up in a cold sweat. The nightmares came again last night. Even though you're an aspiring detective and psychic investigator, you haven't been able to make sense of the haunting dreams you've had these past few weeks. In your dreams, you keep seeing the same spooky house. You're still shivering under the covers when you hear the phone ring downstairs in your basement, where you have your combination office and research laboratory. You dash down to the lab to answer it. I need, a weak voice says. And when you pick up the receiver, I need your help. You hear a loud click. The phone goes dead. But you were prepared. While the caller was talking, you activated your high-speed telephone tracking device. It instantly displays the caller's number, 555-7259. Those numbers might be important, chat. Remember those. You call back the number right away, but there's no answer. After consulting the tall stack of reverse phone books behind your desk, you are disappointed to learn the number is unlisted. You sense that the phone call is somehow related to your nightmares. Later, while at the Hedgebrook police station to return a nightscope you borrowed for a recent stakeout, you describe the mysterious phone call and your recurring dreams to your friend, Sergeant Morrison. Does this have... Okay, I think... Well, no, we'll leave that uncovered for now. That call does sound strange, he says. We'll look into it. And about that house in your dreams, a voice says from the hallway. I wonder if you're dreaming about the Marsden house on Hedgebrook Road. Detective Murphy sticks his mustached face into the room. Modern house, ornate gate, That sounds like the Martison place, all right, says Sergeant Morrison. Strange things are reported to happen out there. Detective Murphy takes a puff on his pipe. That place is haunted, he says. I know it sounds unprofessional, but I've had a file in the Marsden house for years, and I'm sure of it. He waves a folder in front of your eyes, and a phone number written on the front jumps out to you. It matches the one from your mysterious phone call. So, the call is related to your nightmares. Your psychic sense were right. Draw clue 26 to discover your goal. We'll go ahead and put the cover back on our little pile here. Let's find clue number 26. I have these all in order. I didn't shuffle them because I kind of skimmed through and was like, oh, this is definitely not going to be beneficial to shuffle, so we'll leave it. Clue 26. The Grounds, Chapter 1. Get inside the Marsden house. Duh. Back at home, you grab a bottle of water and your trusty pocket knife, preparing for a new investigation. Oh, goals are supposed to go up here. I'm gonna stick the goals in my keyboard here, chat. God, no. I need you guys to be able to see the goals. Their goal will go here. Goal will go over here. Preparing for a new investigation. Half an hour later, you stand before the Marsden residence, which appears exactly as it did in your nightmares. The house's futuristic look is a strange contrast to the antiquated appearance of the stone wall and wrought iron gate, which is locked shut and wrapped in steel chains. Even though the air is balmy, a chill travels down your spine. The gathering clouds on the horizon hint at a brewing summer thunderstorm. Now we have a choice. We have a choice, chat. If you search the wall for a way in, go to story card 13. If you climb the gate, go to story card 7. Alright, chat, what are we thinking? Antiquated appearance of the stone wall and the wrought iron gate, which is locked shut and wrapped in chains. I feel like the gate might be easy, but the gate would be obvious. So shall we investigate the wall? I say we investigate the wall. Story card 13. 3, 4, 7, 12, 13. Hey, chat. Let's take a look. Moving along the mossy stone wall that surrounds the property, you came across a jagged opening created by fallen rocks. It's just big enough for you to squeeze through. Once on the other side of the wall, you find yourself standing in a cobblestone plaza surrounded by marble and bronze figures. Most of the sculptures depict men gazing off into the distance, as if pondering the deeper meaning of it all. But at the edge of the courtyard, in a monumental state, and is a monumental statue of a man atop a muscular steed. To your right, a stony pathway leads away from the statuary and into a picturesque garden, where topiary bushes have been trimmed into whimsical shapes. Hey, look, it's our muscular steed. and interesting looking man with a sword. The sword from our story card. If you inspect the statue of a man, go to story card 4. If you walk toward the topiary bushes, go to story card 15. This is not appropriate music for our little background here. I'm thinking this statue looks pretty interesting, chat. I don't know about you, but I'm intrigued. Place this card in the goal slot over those. While playing this, okay, yeah, I just was reading this up here. I got distracted. So, I'm thinking, that's the sword from the picture, and I'm intrigued by it. So, let's head off to story card 4. See what's up, what's going on. 3, 4. Ooh. Cards are stuck together. The horseman is a dashing, bearded Civil War soldier. I could have told you that based off this. His bronze face stoic. He holds out a cavalry saber towards the brooding sky. The sword's edge glints in the weak sunlight that penetrates the thickening clouds above. The sword looks almost new. At the base of the statue is a plaque that proclaims this as a memorial to Henry Marsden. The plaque reads, Henry Marsden, born 1839, died 1887. General in the Union Army during the Civil War, severely wounded at the Battle of Shiloh in 1862. Appointed warden of Hedgebrook Prison in 1880. Man, getting appointed a warden at 41? Wait, 41 for a prison, and then dying at 48. Yikes, chat. To your left is the entrance to a hedge maze. To your right is a graying picket fence with a rickety wooden gate. You can see 2 stone angels, and beyond them, a cemetery. Optional challenge. Search the monument's base. Win, draw clue 18, lose, raise danger meter by 1. Optional challenge. Climb the statue to examine the saber. Alright. Let's figure out how challenges work, chat. Because do we want goals, deaths, challenges? Some cards present challenges. You must undertake required challenges, but you choose whether or not to take optional challenges. To perform a challenge, roll the die. To win the challenge, you must roll a number equal to or greater than the number marked by the danger meter by the danger mover on the danger meter. If your roll is less, you lose. Alright, chat, so we gotta beat a 3. I see no harm in taking a roll for it. Now, are we doing both of these challenges? There's gotta be a 3 on either of these. Let's raise the danger meter by 2. Raise the danger by 1. Let's investigate the base of the statue first. A 1. You gotta be kidding me. 1 equals challenge loss. Yeah, you don't say, jackass. Ain't no goddamn win. Alright. Well, raise the danger meter by 2. Let me try again. Let's investigate. Let's run it. Try and investigate the saber too. 5. All right. Well, We gotta investigate the saber. We didn't investigate the monument's base, but that's fine. I didn't really want to do that anyways. Clue number 2. Cavalry saber. The saber comes loose in your hand. It's heavy and quite sharp. Your psychic sense tells you this is an important item. Keep this item. Move forward 2 spaces on the psychic scale. Finish story card 4. Okay. Uno, dos. Interesting chat. This is surprisingly good. I think it was a vanilla iced coffee. I don't really like coffee, although I might be growing a bit too accustomed to it, as I bought some eggnog coffee that I have been drinking to get drink. Okay, now chat. Shall we go to the hedge maze or visit the cemetery? I'm thinking we got a sword now. We got a sword, yeah, and we got a pocket knife. But also we got a sword, which is cool. And if we gotta fight something off in the cemetery, we're equipped for it. And I'm not particularly fond of the idea of getting lost in a hedge maze, even though I'm pretty sure I chose a hedge maze to be the cover picture for the stream. That's not important. I'm not going to talk about it. Let's go to the cemetery. Let's go to the cemetery chat. Cemetery story card 21. 2021. Passing between the pair of stone angels, you enter an old family cemetery. There is a marble mausoleum in the center of the cemetery. A short set of stairs leads into its shadowy interior. Next to where you stand, a freshly dug grave yawns in the pale sunlight. It's unsettling to think of climbing into it, but you see something shiny embedded in the dirt walls. Ooh. Take a look at that. I know the saying is a grave is 6 foot deep. Our grave's actually 6 feet deep. Because all I'm thinking of here, chat, is I don't want to climb into that grave and then get jumped and be stuck 6 feet underground. But I also don't like the idea of entering the mausoleum. We need to get into the house. We don't want to go grave robbing. Although, I guess we stole from the statue already. Alright, chat. I don't know what you're thinking here. But, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go into the mausoleum. Which is definitely stupid, but it's the move I'm making. Story card 5. The mausoleum interior feels musty and cool. Something is dripping from the ceiling and landing in the corner with a plink, which is odd, given that it hasn't started raining yet. You also notice the mausoleum is bigger on the inside than the outside suggested. A stone sarcophagus lies before you in the center of the chamber with the word Marsden carved into it. It appears that others have been in the mausoleum recently. There is a freshly dug pit to the side of the sarcophagus, with an elaborate tunnel has been dug into the ground besides the nearby wall. You can see that the tunnel is lined with cement. Optional challenge. Search around the sarcophagus. Optional challenge, remove the stone lid of the sarcophagus. Raise to intermediate range, trying it. I'm thinking here, chat, there's no harm in searching around the sarcophagus. I'm not grave robbing. We're not doing that. But we can look around it, see if we notice anything particularly interesting. 3. We win. Okay, draw clue 23. $19, $20, $21, $22, $23. Large wooden dowel. You find a large wooden dowel. Your psychic sense tells you that this is an important item. Keep this item. Move forward 1 space on the psychic scale. Finish story card 5. Alright. Climb into the pit. Travel through the tunnel. Alright. I don't know about you guys. Again, I don't like these freshly dug pits. Not a fan. Not a fan of the whole idea. However, that tunnel we saw was lined with concrete, so I feel like it's not going to collapse. My point, we're going to the tunnel. We're going to the tunnel, chat. Story card 28. 28. You creep through the darkness and find the cement walls end as a natural stone and earth begin. Occasional vents to the surface let in just barely enough light to see by. Ahead, you glimpse the warm firelight of torches. You come to a fork in the tunnel, lit by the dancing flames. One tunnel descends deeper and is half filled with water, but you can swim through it. You could swim through it, but you can't see where the tunnel leads or how far it goes. Oh man, I got that stuffy nose bad, chat. Ugh, I feel nasally. Another tunnel looks partially caved in. Tiny clumps of earth periodically fall from the ceiling as you approach this tunnel, and several of the supports that hold the walls have gaping cracks in them. Yikes. Take a look at that tunnel. That's what we're traveling through right now. If you dive into the Waterfield tunnel, story card 22. Partially collapsed tunnel, story card 16. Let me get an inhaler thing. I got an inhaler thing. Hopefully it'll help clear up my whatever the hell I've got going on, and then we can choose our next move. Also, guys, my chair is coming apart. I need a way to fix it because it's gonna drive me insane if it comes apart. All right, let's take a look. Let's go take a look. Chat. I don't know about you. I don't know what it sounds like. But I kind of feel like that inhaler did the trick. I feel less stuffy. I feel like, yeah, whatever. I feel good. God, don't like these options. Pretty bad options, not gonna lie. But thinking about it, You guys want a bite of McGirdle? I don't blame you. I barely want this. I don't like swimming. IRL, I hate water. I hate water stuff. I don't like swimming. So I'm thinking, although it's the stupid option, fitting music for once, we're going to the partially collapsed tunnel. I'm signing my own death sentence and y'all are watching. Start card 16. Without warning, the earthen walls begin to collapse around you, and before you can react, you are up to your waist in dirt. You writhe and twist, trying to escape, but it only causes more soil to cascade down. Soon it's up to your shoulders, then your neck, then your cheeks. You struggle to spit the soil out as it fills your mouth, but within moments, you are fully buried. You can only see the dark earth in front of your eyes. Your hand closes around a metal disc, perhaps a coin. You'll never know. You'll never know, though, as the soil fills your lungs, and the world wavers and goes gray before finally turning black. Yeah, see, I told you, chat. I knew this would be the death of me. The end. Move back one space on the psychic scale and return to the previous card. Oh, how gracious. God damn it. Chat means we're gonna have to swim. I hate swimming. Oh well. I deserve it. I knew that would be the fate I met, and I still went with it. Shall we try story card 16? It can't go wrong twice, surely. No, let's head to story card 22. 22. Mustering all the courage you can, you dive into the watery tunnel. There is just enough room in the tunnel between the water in the tunnel above the water for you to lift your head between strokes and take a breath. Eventually, the tunnel drops lower and lower until it's completely submerged underwater. You hold your breath, dive down, and look around. After about 30 feet, the tunnel opens up to a bigger body of water, a pond or a pool, with sunlight beaming into it. You pop up for air. Well, I've come this far, you think. You're ready to chance it. You take a deep breath and dive back down. You get 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet. Just as you're about to exit the water tunnel, something tugs on your leg. You can't tell if it's an animal or if you're caught in an underwater vine. Required challenge. Fight to escape. Win. Draw clue 20. Lose. Raise danger meter by 4 and try again. God, chat. 4 is naughty. However, I don't know if I get to apply both of these modifiers. The danger move 3, 4, 5, 6. You win the challenge. If you use 1 or 2, you lose. Some items can help you win challenges by boosting your die roll. You lose automatically even when using a challenge. Okay. Below each challenge are instructions. Some clues are items to keep and use later. You draw a clue to keep this item. Add 2 items. Challenge I can boost. Only use 1 challenge booster and a challenge before you roll. Place the item you want to use challenge booster slot. After you roll for the challenge, add the number to your challenge booster. After the challenge, return the challenge booster to your inventory. Okay. Warning, if you roll a 1 while using a challenge booster, it is discarded from the game. Put it in the discard file. Alright, well, all I'm thinking is in that case, +1 or +2. +1 feels pretty safe, so let's go ahead and add my pocket knife to this, just to make it a little better, because I don't want to lose the saber. I don't want to lose the saber if we lose, because it seems important. 1, I automatically lose, regardless. Great. Bye-bye pocket knife. Raise danger meter by 4. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes. Okay, I didn't want to do this. Discard at any time to lower the danger meter, brother. How funny would it be to use the bottle of water while potentially drowning to lower my danger meter? Alright. Let's add the cavalry saber to the mix. And if we lose it, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed in myself. I'm going to call that a 5 + 2, 7. Easy win. Easy win, chat. Alright. Draw clue 20. 10, 19, 19, 20. The thing, whatever it is, wraps more tightly around your leg. It's pulling you down. Another tendril or tentacle slides around your neck. You pry it off. With the last of your strength, you give a powerful kick. You're free. Just like that, the thing is gone. You emerge into a swimming pool with a lush pool house next to it. Lower the danger meter by 2 and go to story card 23. Oh boy, chat. Da-na-na-na. It's obvious that nobody has cleaned the pool in ages. The water is a murky green, and the surface is littered with leaves and branches. Ripples pulse outward from the center of the pool. Out of nowhere, you hear a commotion. You look around and wonder if it's coming from inside the pool house nearby. You see movement on top of the gazebo in the distance. Someone or something is engaged in a struggle up there. Maybe they need your help. Then again, if you offer your assistance, you might end up needing help yourself. Investigate the ripples of the pool. Win, lower danger meter by 2 and draw clue. Lose, rage danger by 2, try again. Well, I don't see the harm in rolling it. So let's see. We gotta beat a 4. Ooh. That actually might be tricky. 4, 5, 6, and I don't have a modifier. Fuck it. Oh, drop the die. Roll again. 6. Love it. Drop that baby by 2 and draw a clue number 8. Eight. You walk down the steps into the water and see what's making the waves. A strange, whirring metal sphere, slightly bigger than a softball. You impulsively grab it. The sphere vibrates in your hands. There are 2 buttons on it. You press one, nothing happens. You press the other button, the sphere continues to vibrate. Instinctively, you press both buttons at the same time. The sphere stops moving and begins to glow. Grab clue 21. wait, chat. What mess have I got myself into? Yeah, that's just one card. Just had to make sure. Oh, important item. Keep. Whirring metal sphere. Your psychic sense tells you this is an important item. Keep this item. Move forward 3 spaces on the psychic scale. Finish story card 23. Damn, 3 spaces. 3. If you go to the pool house, go to story card 11. If you go straight to the action at the gazebo, go to story card 9. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? We heard commotion that could be coming from the pool house. And then there's something going on over in front of the gazebo. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I'm thinking, what's the harm in getting in a bit of trouble, you know? You feel me there? So, let's go to the gazebo. Story card 9. 9. You sprint to the gazebo, practically pushed along by the winds that are picking up. A light sprinkling of rain splatters the ground as you run. You make it to the shelter of the structure, and the mayhem occurring above you on the roof increases in its intensity. Who is up there, and what are they doing, you wonder. You notice a driveway about 20 feet away. Ooh. If you are level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, draw clue 27. Would you look at that, chat? We're well into level 2. So let's take a look. Let's see what clue 27 has in store for us. 27 is the very last clue. Ooh. Chat, what is this? Seeing this, guys? Ooh. That is interesting. I think that's like an actual clue. Unironic, legitimate, normal ass clue. Skip. I'm gonna just switch up the classical music. Yeah, this will do. Okay. Climb to the top of the gazebo, story card 10. You run to the driveway, story card 30. Well, all I'm saying is we came out here to get into some trouble, so let's run it. Let's get in some trouble. To the top of the gazebo we go. You stand on the gazebo's railing, steadying yourself by gripping an ornate post, holding up the roof. The rumbling above sounds and feels frightening. What are you getting yourself into? Reluctant to barge into the middle of this situation, you raise yourself just enough to peek and discover that there is no one on the gazebo roof. The commotion is actually a large satellite dish broken into 3 pieces. The big, jagged fragments are still connected to the base by wires, and the violent winds are spinning them in a circle with great force, flailing wildly like an angry octopus. The satellite dish almost hits you in the face. You might be able to grab a piece zooming by. Required challenge. Attempt to grab a piece of the satellite dish. Win, draw clue 22. Lose, draw clue 17. Well, got a roll higher than a 3, and I have no modifiers, so. Oh, drop the die again. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. That was a 6, too. 3. Drawing clue 22. You hold onto the top of the gazebo with one hand, and to time your lunge perfectly, you snag a chunk of the whirling satellite dish. The piece appears to be made by hand. An engraving on it reads, Planet of Crystals. Draw clue 7. 5, 6, 7. Satellite dish. Your psychic sense tells you this is an important item. You look to your left and see a path to a driveway that might be the front of the house. You jump off of the gazebo and run to check it out. Keep this item. Move forward 1 space on the psychic scale. Go to story card 30. Should I still have this, chat? Do you think I'm supposed to get rid of this item? Most story cards include story choices. That's story cards includes danger, challenges. Oh, the nasally feeling is back, chat. That's no good. Some cards present challenges. You must undertake a card challenge all the time. Lose, you lose. Items. If you draw, place that item face up in inventory. Okay, board. Okay. This is a premonition. We keep premonitions. Allow me to set it to the side so that we can save some space. Story card 30. Ooh. I was just about to say, I feel like chapter 1, we've been going for longer than anticipated. Goal achieved. You appear in a driveway, which leads you to the mansion's entrance. On the door is a plaque that reads, Marston, a large crystal door knocker, which seems newer than everything else on the front of the building. You knock loudly, many times, but there is no answer. Storm is really picking up now. You try the doorknob and are surprised to find the door is unlocked. You've been lucky enough so far, but you wonder if you've missed something. Before you enter the house, you look back. You can see a few clear paths. One leads towards a statuary, another to a small cemetery. 2 more paths stretch out toward a watery ditch with a gate and the house's luxurious pool. You could go back and explore if you want. Story return. There are items in this chapter that will be useful later in the story. You can take a risk and go back for anything you've missed by following the choices below. Head to the statuary, raise the danger meter by 2, and go to story card 4. Did the statuary. If you head to the cemetery, raise the danger meter by 2 and go to story card 21. Did the cemetery. If you head to the ditch, raise the danger meter by 2 and go to the story card 26. Go to the pool. I feel like we came from the pool. The only thing I didn't do is the ditch. I think that feels right. Otherwise, you may advance to chapter 2. Keep all the inventory items. All right. Well, I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys. Uh, I don't want to. I kind of want to leave. I want to. We're not really. We're not exploring more. We're just gonna run it. But it's the end of chapter 1. So, I suppose we'll pick this up on a later date. It's not bad. This is interesting. This is interesting for sure. I can only imagine what it would be like with group decisions instead of just me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, chat. I think we're gonna leave it here for now, though. So, I'll see you for the next chapter.